Good afternoon, everybody. Walk you around and show you a few of these fainting goats that we got. See them lock up? They ain't. She locked up. Same thing, faint. They don't faint every time, they get adjusted to it. This is called a myotonic goat, or either fainting goat. It doesn't hurt them when they lock up or faint. They'll just fall over and get up and go on and walk off like nothing ever happened. Actually, they come out of Nova Scotia, from what I understand, back in the 1800s. Come into Tennessee, I forgot the name of the place, and a doctor got them and was using them for the run of sheep, is what I heard. And then the wolf or the coyote would get after the sheep. The goat wasn't valued at nothing, and it would lock up or either faint, and a coyote would get the goat and leave the sheep be, leave them alone. And since the goats wasn't worth anything compared to the sheep, that's what he used them for. I don't know how well y'all can see. Let's see what I can do. Maybe I can bring them up for you. Let you take a good look across the pasture. This is what we got. We love these fainting goats. You hardly ever have any trouble with them getting out or anything like that. If they can get out, it's through the wire, the smaller ones, or either a hole in the wire somewhere that's been stretched out or something like that. But very seldom have I ever had one to jump. I've had them to go up on panels that I had leaning against the wooden panels I had leaning against the fence and fall over, but never have I ever had a problem with them actually jumping over. If they jump, most of the time, when they jump, they faint. So they don't take a chance because they don't want to get hurt. They beautiful, very nice. Have no problems kidding. And if a person wanted to eat them, from what I heard too, that they're really meaty. They have a lot of meat on the bone. Actually, I heard more than a boar goat would have if you measure it bone to meat ratio. For the size bone, this fainting goat has a smaller bone, and it kind of turns out to produce more meat on the bone. This is hay. They're about done with hay for this year. They like that grass, the green stuff. I mean, they'll nibble around on it, make a mess with it. But that one right there, black and white with a half white face, I call her Panda. So I've been calling her that since she was small. See this fence here? See how tall it is? They don't even, they'll squeeze in sometime around the end where I hooked it there, but I have never seen them jump out, not make it all the way over. They lock up. And for sure, if they could jump, they would go into this fence. See how short it is? They don't jump. So if you ever wanted a goat that you wouldn't have all that much trouble keeping in, this would be a good choice for you. I've had the Nigerian dwarfs, and the Nigerian dwarfs, they can jump, man, a 47-inch, 48-inch, 4-foot field fencing. They can jump out of it. I had 18 of them years and years ago, and I couldn't keep them in, especially the little billies, man. But they're nice, I like them too, but I just settled on these. I already had these at that time. I just got rid of the other ones and kept these bad boys here. And we really like these fainers, these monotonic goats. Never eaten one, but if you got right down to it, I guess I would try one. And rather than go hungry. But no, they mainly pets, and we love them. And they're very, very nice goats. They're not. I don't usually scare them too much. But I don't know if y'all seen that going down that road across the field. But that was my brother's. My brother passed away in July, last July 8th. But he had a deer, and that was that deer running down the road running back to where he lived at. That was his house over there, and that was an old barn there. Just people tore half of it off, but he lived over there, and he had raised a baby deer that they found outside the road, and boy, he was something. Anyway, that was him running down that road. I seen him a couple days ago too, going, he loafs, comes back home every so often. If you guys can, and I know you can, it's not going to cost you anything, subscribe and help me out here. Just subscribe to the channel, share it, and give me a thumbs up on this stuff. If you like this stuff and you want to do it, I'd like to get you to do it if you can, because that's going to help me out in the end. This stuff is fine, and we love it. But believe me, feed and hay and stuff like that, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. And, you know, we don't want to get rid of these girls and boys. We want to keep them and show the world. But if you can, help me out. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep doing this for a while. Let's just see where it goes. If it does good, I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to keep bringing y'all all this good information about homesteading and fainting goats and who knows what else. I got chickens and ducks and gardening, all this stuff. But that would be a blessing to us if you could do that for us. Help us get this thing going. You know, I'm not very good at any of this because I've never done this. I just got this little cell phone, in April, I think it was, and man, it's been tough. I'm 66, and I've never even held these things, but maybe 3 or 4 times in my whole life. I've never, and that was when somebody else wanted to speak with me. If I was with somebody that had a cell phone and they were talking to somebody, then I would take the phone and, you know, I didn't know how to use it. But anyway, I broke down after everybody's telling me, you need to get you one. And I said, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I can put my animals and stuff on YouTube. And that's exactly what we're doing, me and the wife. She helps me with this stuff. I'm Papa Jack, and she's Momo Mary. I think on YouTube I got a video where I say something about that. But anyway, I'm gonna end this thing here. Let you guys take a look at that little girl right there. Boy, she is a fine little girl. Anyway, y'all have a great morning, great day, or a fabulous night. Sleep well. Take care. Bye.